Hey guys, welcome back to Mondays at the Museum. I'm Carrie and I'm here at the Anna Bemis Palmer Museum in York, Nebraska. So, for today's video, I'm going to take you through part of our Vows and Veils section, aka the wedding dress slash suit slash accessories area of our A Century in Style exhibit. We're going to do 13 sets of items today, and then next week we'll do another 13, and then the next week we'll do another 13, and then hopefully we will have the whole section covered before it is time to do the unofficial tour and then rotate already. This display is really flying by. So we're going to go chronologically, which means we're going to start with this dress right here, which is the oldest dress that I was able to find in our collection so far. It is from 1879, so it belonged to a lady named Sabina Elizabeth Gilmore. She wore it in her wedding to Stephen Nelson Creech. They got married October 23rd, 1879. And the marriage actually took place in the first framed house that was built in all of York County. Next up, we have this black and brown number. Just a reminder, wedding dresses weren't always white. Actually, back in the early days, you kind of wore whatever your fanciest duds were that you had or could have made. This one is from 1880, and it was worn by Ida Louise Johnson. She got married to August Califf on December 9th, 1880 in York. They were actually both from Sweden and were early homesteaders in the McCool Junction area. Okay, this dress and suit go together. So on the right, you have a wedding dress that belonged to Adolphine Ziegenhagen. As you can see, a lot of really great details here. And then on the left, you've got the suit that belonged to her husband, Robert Beckard. They got married November 13th, 1887 in Waco, Nebraska at St. John's Lutheran Church. Next up on the roster is this dress from 1892. It was worn by Axelina Albertina in her marriage to Oscar Carl Olsen, again from Sweden. Together they had 2 children. Comes with a veil and shoes. This corner of items were actually too skinny for my size 2 mannequins, so crazy in the sizing differences between now and then. So on the left, brown dress, and then the suit jacket with the tails. These are from 1897. So the dress was worn by Stella Payne in her marriage to Philip K. Moore. Check out the details here with the flowers and the belt. And then you've got his tails there. They were married December 25th, 1897 in Lushton, and yes, that is Christmas Day, and you're going to hear a lot about different Christmas Day weddings just because traveling was so difficult and you already had family in the area. This blue one is from 1900. It belonged to Amanda Hubbard in her marriage to George Rosine. They got married January 24th, 1900 in York, and this dress was actually made by her sister, Helga. Next up is this wedding suit. It's just a suit on its own. It's from 1904. It was worn by Herman Day in his marriage to Maria Boehm at Emmanuel Lutheran Church in Gresham. They got married February 17th, 1904. Herman actually at one point in his life fell off a grain elevator and was paralyzed from the waist down, but he was so determined to walk that with enough patience and persistence, he was able to do so with crutches, which is just awesome. Next up is this brown dress from 1904. It belonged to Emma Schneringer in her marriage to Horace Burton Stewart. They got married December 25th, 1904, so yes, another Christmas Day wedding. And along with the dress, we also have the marriage certificates. You can see the signatures. Next up, we have this dress from 1906. It belonged to Anna Schlecht when she got married to Carl Uffelman, and that was February 21st, 1906 in Waco. Together they had 3 children. And the dress also comes with these accessories. So you can see here gloves, tights, shoes, and a corsage. Up next is the first of 3 dresses from 1907. This is worn by Emma Haggard in her marriage to Dr. Frank Gray Snyder on January 17th, 1907 in York. Check out the details there at the bottom. Another 1907 dress here. This was worn by Mira Steinauer in her marriage to Truman Williams. They got married October 9th, 1907. Lots of details in this dress. And the veil is still in really great shape. And it also comes with a couple of photos and shoes. And then the last dress from 1907 is this blue one here. It was worn by Anna Zwig in her marriage to Edward Bloom. They got married at St. John's Lutheran Church in Waco on December 19th, 1907. And here is a picture of them. And then the last dress to be featured in today's video is this one from 1908. It was worn by Alma Swanson in her marriage to Clinton Swan. So yes, she went from Swanson to Swan. And they got married near the bride's house in Charleston. So if you've been to our museum through that History of York County display, this one might look a little bit familiar because it was up in the Charleston area. Okay, so that is the first set of items in our Vows and Veils episode. Tune in next week for more dresses and suits and accessories. Make sure to swing by the Accessory in Style exhibit before August 1st. We will be closed for the month of August to rotate, so make sure to stop in first. Have a nice day.